I just wanted to just talk a little bit about Fine Gael and about the challenges that lie ahead and the responsibility now that lies on our shoulders. And I believe that there are three themes, three sets of values which are going to be vital for the next government, and they're vital for me as a political representative for this constituency. Firstly, I think that it's essential that we have politicians and we have political parties of courage, politicians who have the courage of their convictions to stand up and speak out when they see and they hear things that are wrong. And I think that one thing which has characterised recent governments in this country is a paralysis of politicians and of public representatives in government parties, an inability to find courage within themselves to stand up and shout stop when things were going wrong. And that characterised, in my view, the type of government that we saw over the past 14 years, the type of government which allowed cosy deals behind closed doors through social partnership, the type of government that allowed taxpayers' money to be squandered with nobody ever questioning why or how, and nobody in government demanding accountability. And I think it's time that this country demands courage from political leaders, from politicians, and from all of their public representatives. And I believe that that courage is abundant in the Fine Gael party, and it is certainly my conviction and my commitment to you to be and to continue to be a politician that will stand up and point out deficiencies and inadequacies where I see them, as I believe I have done over the past 3.5 years. The other characteristic which is going to be essential, and I think it's more important now than ever before, because politics is broken and people's faith and belief in politics has been completely diminished in this country. Honesty. It's a very simple word. It means, quite a lot, but it's very easily defined. All we require from our political leaders is that they tell us the truth, that they speak the truth, that they speak out for what they believe in, and they are honest with the people of Ireland. And that is something that has been sadly lacking over the past decade and more. Honesty to fix our political system, honesty to say that when things go wrong, we must offer leadership, we must offer solutions, and we must deliver the truth to the people of Ireland. And I think that that is something that is going to strike a chord on this occasion with the public out there. And I believe it is something, again, which we have in abundance within the Fine Gael party. And I'm convinced that it is something that will stand us in good stead if and when we take over the reins of power in a few short weeks. But finally, I think what everybody is crying out for are solutions. We need hope in this country. We need to restore a sense of self-confidence in this country. We have a great country. We have an educated, talented people. We have companies that are prepared to invest here. We have entrepreneurs who want the opportunity to grow their businesses, to thrive, to create employment. But we have lost all sense of self-confidence. And I believe that by setting out a clear path for economic recovery, a clear path with defined and detailed solutions, Fine Gael can restore that confidence to the people of Ireland, and we can grow, we can thrive in a very short period of time. And over the last number of years, Fine Gael has been working very hard, beavering behind the scenes, developing detailed policy proposals, not just vague statements, not just ill-defined aspirations. We have detailed policies, like our New Era policy, which sets out how we will, in government, invest in strategic infrastructure in this country. We will create jobs for tens of thousands of people who've lost their jobs in the construction sector. We will do it in a smart way by bringing commercial investment into state-owned companies. We want to bring some of the talent, some of the drive and energy of the private sector into our public services. And I believe that that is something that the Irish people want, that they will buy into, and I think that we will see tangible results at the end of it. We will also see, and you will see this when we launch our manifesto in the days to come, we will also encourage business people, small businesses, medium-sized enterprises all over the country. We will create an environment for them to work, to grow and to thrive. I don't believe that anybody expects that government should magically create jobs from thin air. I don't think that anybody would believe us if we told them that we would do it. And this is what I'm talking about when we talk about honesty and truth. We have to realise the limits and the expectations of government. The role of government is to create the conditions, create a fair and level playing field, eliminate the wastage, eliminate the bureaucracy that prevents the people with great minds in this country from thriving, that prevents people with good business ideas from getting on, and prevents people from growing and expanding their businesses, giving people hope, giving people opportunity and creating jobs. It's a very simple task. It's not rocket science. We have competent, capable people in Fine Gael, ministers in the waiting, ministers in the wings, who are only chomping at the bit, not to take over government departments because they want the trappings of power or because they want to get their hands on a big black Mercedes. We have people who want to get in there because they have ideas, because they have drive, because they have energy, and because they have the commitment to do it. And I believe that we will do it. If you think back and recall the Rainbow government, Gay served as a minister in that government. John Bruton was Taoiseach in that government. In my view, the best Taoiseach that this country has ever seen. It wasn't rocket science. It was something very simple. It was competence. Competence. The first government in the history of this state to balance the budget. Competence to create simple schemes like community employment schemes which created jobs and enhanced communities all over this country. Competence which logically said that they would create the environment for investment in the country by reducing the lower rate of corporation tax, which of course everybody now lays claim to. Competent by hosting a European presidency which amplified Ireland as a growing, thriving nation right across the European Union. When we left office, people were proud to say they were Irish, they were proud to be from this country, they were proud to say that they represented Ireland in business, in politics and in every other sense. We have to restore that confidence, we have to hold our heads high, and I believe that under Enda Kenny's leadership, we will enter government, we will have a strong Fine Gael-led government. Who knows, an overall majority cannot be ruled out. Cannot be ruled out. And it's certainly what I am striving for in this constituency. So what I want to say to you is, have faith and belief in this little country of ours, because it's a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family. It's a great place to do business, and it will be a great place to develop and to grow, to create jobs and prosperity for the future. We will get back to the days of the 1990s, and we will restore self-confidence to our people.